Hello everyone, and this is our final year SAME 8 project, which is a automatic power factor corrector using capacitor bank. So let me tell you what this project does is, this project will correct the power factor. So power factor, which is a cos phi, the active power upon the apparent power. So in this project we are trying to reduce the reactive power which is consumed by the load, or which is reverted back to the supply by the load, and that power we want to reduce using this capacitor bank method. So let me tell you what are the components of this project. This is the main, I know it is little messy due to the wires, so let me explain you. This is a main board to supply the whole project. Then this is a switch to switch between one resistive load and the inductive load. So here inductive load is my choke, 40-watt choke, which is we use for our tube light at our home. Our resistive load is this bulb, which is connected in series with this inductive bulb. Another thing, this is a current transformer along with a 10 ohm 10 watt resistor in parallel. Then we have a voltage transformer over here. Then we have the signal analysis circuitry. So let me tell you what we have in a signal analysis circuitry. We have a bridge rectifier to rectify this AC into DC. Then we have some potential divider arrangement using resistors, and here also the same thing for a potential transformer, voltage transformer, rectifier, voltage divider arrangement. Then we have a comparator to compare between the zero crossing of these two waves, that is CT and PT. So this is a comparator, or we can say a zero crossing detector is used to check when the current and voltage are crossing the zeroth point. Then here is a 555 timer, which is used to convert the two waves or two signals from this comparator, because these are two signals which are being getting compared by two comparators. So this is a dual comparator IC or a dual op-amp IC. So 555 will convert these two pulses into the single pulse. This is acting in a set reset mode. Then we have one optocoupler. We have used lot of optocouplers in this project. Here also you can see there are a lot of optocouplers. So this is MCT2E, this one is MCT2E, this is PCF 817. So why we required a lots of optocouplers is because lots of inductive loads are here. You can see the transformers are also inductive, these are also inductive, relays are also inductive. So back surges or back EMF is there, which causes the microcontroller to reset again and again. Now coming towards the important part of our project, which is a PIC16F877A microcontroller. So this is a PIC based microcontroller. Then we have a 16x2 LCD for showing some display message and displaying the power factor. Then we have PIC-Kit2 programming socket. Then what we have is a 7805 regulator, input section and input 1 ampere transformer. Then RS232 and some communication circuit over here. Then we have some 8 relays connected over here along with a capacitor bank in parallel with the load, that is choke and a bulb. These are ULN2003 ICs for driving these relays. So this is all about our project. Now let me turn on the project. So first I will turn on the supply. So as soon as I turn on the supply, you can see the bulb is turned on. Also it is showing automatic power factor correction. Okay, now you see, due to the inductive load the power factor is very bad. You can see 889 and capacitors are switching to correct it, 892, and you can see the initial power factor was 826 and it got corrected to 895. As you can see, the switch is in inductive position, that means the choke is connected in series with this load, and you can see the bulb is little dim, that means the reactive power is so much higher. Now if I switch this switch to the resistive position, then you can see the bulb will grow brighter because there is no inductive load. You can see the brightness increased, and you can see all the relays got turned off because no power factor correction required, and power factor is 995, which is very good because this is a completely resistive load. So this is how the project is working. Now I wish to demonstrate what it is. Let me turn off the load first of all. Then I will remove, this is a 100-watt bulb. So I will first of all remove the 100-watt bulb. Okay, so I have removed the 100-watt bulb. Let me first turn off the system because it is safe to do so. Now I am installing the 60-watt bulb. So here is my 60-watt bulb. You can see over here 60 written over here. So now I am installing the 60-watt bulb, which is little smaller than 100-watt bulb. And let me again turn on the system. So here I am turning on the switch, and you can see the brightness is full because it is in a resistive position. Now I am again putting it into the inductive position. You can see the bulb is little dim. Now let's see what is the initial power factor. So initial power factor is 920 because the power of this bulb is less. So it is correcting by this capacitors 933, and with last capacitor in parallel 942. So initially it was 920 and it was corrected up to 942. That means the power factor is getting corrected. Also you can observe one thing. Let me switch it to the resistive position. The bulbs get brighter, the capacitor will get switched off. You can see, and the power factor is again 995 because again it's a resistive load. Now the interesting thing I wish to show you is that let me put it into the inductive position. You can see the bulb got dimmer, and again the capacitor will turn on. See, it is very bad. 863, 928. You can see the bulb is getting brighter and brighter. You can see with the last capacitor it will get brighter more. Yes, and 942. It is again got corrected to 942. So this is all about the automatic power factor corrector project. We have taken lots of effort to do this project with the signal analysis circuitry, with programming of this PIC microcontroller, with this all the high power circuitry working over here, and this is how the project works. There is one more feature. If we turn off the load, it takes some time to display that there is no pulse is coming. You can see my load is turned off now. Now it will take a time of around 20 or 30 seconds to check whether the bulb or load is there or not. You can see power factor no load. You can see that means my bulb got disconnected, and that's why it has shown also no load. So I have programmed also that we programmed also ki there is, if there is no bulb or no load is connected, then it will detect that also. Then if I turn it on again, then again normal, it will come to normal function 920. You can see. So this is how the project works. Thank you for watching.